Let's go. Let's start it up. That was a loud one. I'm sorry if that was too loud for you. That must be shocking for some of you. I apologize. Episode 632. When was the last time you were on the podcast?
I think it's been like 2 weeks.
It was like in the 500s.
Yeah, I think it was like 580 or 590 something.
We move fast. We don't play around. In this episode, we got Joe Rogan, we got Eddie Bravo, and we have some more videos. Because I have that one video that I've told you about, Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo. But then I got a couple of other ones that I didn't want you to see. Okay, and they all cover the same topic. But we're talking, Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo are talking about alligators. Animals, alligators, and do you know it was like an attack that happened recently?
Yeah.
There was a woman, huge alligator got her. Huge alligator.
I don't know the details because I try not to read sad news stories like that.
Yeah. But it was like at least 14 feet. They're going to talk about it in this video. And I just wanted to touch on something a little more relaxing because there's been a lot going on with the Russell Brand stuff. You know, I get riled up when that kind of stuff happens because I'm like, oh, that's what's going to happen to me. Because that's the goal. The goal is to get to millions of subscribers and talk about truth. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what I have in store. I'm like, this is great, and try and defend him the best I can until, he actually gets an actual day in court instead of just like sentencing through media.
Yeah, public opinion.
Yeah, right? So crazy. But just been focusing on a lot of stuff that's just, it gets heavy. So, I just want to have a day where I just talk about some alligators.
Yeah. And,
later on we'll talk about fluoride. Not in this episode. This is a different episode that you're going to be hearing about that. But let's get into it. Oh, and also, okay. No, I was going to say something else. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take him to the store. We're going to the store, guys. Let's go. Everybody get in the bus. We're going to the I Am Coach Colin store. This is IamCoachColin.com. You can get the We the People shirt. This is the newest design we have where Klaus Schwab is getting the middle finger from the people as he should for saying that we will own nothing and be happy. Absolutely ridiculous. We also got the Soul Not for Sale shirt. Bold statement, the one that started it all. Say it with pride. Do not give up your soul for any money or fortune. And we have the Public Enemy #1 shirt. For those of you that don't know, please Google the World Economic Forum. Google the Bilderberg Group, which we've covered as well. And Google Agenda 2030. You'll understand quickly why this gentleman is public enemy #1. All of that's available at IamCoachColin.com. And if you want 10% off of anything you just saw, put in the discount code I Am Coach Colin, all capital letters, all one word, one L in name Colin. And that gets you 10% off. Now, where do you want to start, honey?
Do you want to start with the Joe Rogan clip?
Let's get into the Joe Rogan clip first and foremost. Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo. You may not know, Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo, they have a past. And they're best friends. They've been friends for like 30 years now. And Eddie Bravo used to go really deep into the conspiracies on his podcast. Like really deep. Mm-hmm. And they would get into fights. They would get into like legit matches of like just combating each other. And I think as of recently, since Joe Rogan took the Spotify deal, he kind of turned to Eddie and said, just relax. Okay? We're friends. I just want you on the show. Just relax.
Yeah.
So I think Eddie's really calmed down the conspiratorial talk on Joe Rogan's podcast. There's always little hints here and there, but it's really calmed down quite a bit. There's a lot. I'll show you some of the matches later, but they get into some fights over flat Earth and space being fake.
Yeah, I think I've heard a couple of those.
That's where they get really mad at each other. Really mad at each other. It's actually amazing. I love to see it. But let's get into it. Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo, let's go.
Sure, in the wild. In the wild, they're gonna get you. The insects are gonna get you, or the fucking some kind of cat is gonna get you, or a bear is gonna get you. You're gonna watch yourself get eaten alive. That's terrifying, right?
My friend Jim Shockey, he's a professional hunter, and they hired him to go to Africa to kill these crocodiles because these people in this village were getting fucked up by crocodiles so much. And what these people would do is they would set up these areas where it was okay for them to wash and to gather water. So they would put like sticks in the ground, like block it off, like sticks in the water in the ground. so that the crocodiles couldn't get through, but they'd still figure out a way to get through. They knew it.
Yeah,
They figured it
fuck
out.
that.
And he said when he was there, everybody in the village, it's like one guy's missing a foot, one guy's missing an arm, one guy's got a chunk taken out of his leg.
Yeah.
It's like everywhere you look, there was people with like a stump for a hand because they were washing and snap. Blah! It just fucking gator rolls and pulls your fucking hand off and you're running into the village with
No,
a
thank you.
bone poking out of your forearm.
Yeah.
Bro.
Fuck the wild.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that, man. People hunt those.
Yeah.
They hunt those. This girl just killed one with a fucking bow. Like the largest crocodile that that a woman's ever killed with a bow. It's just insane. Here, I'll show it to you. Go to Bomar Bow Hunting on Instagram.
And can you cut it right there? I got
Because you get a piss again. This is hilarious. This is comical. Your dick's broken, bro. But you've been drinking.
Dude, too much coffee, dude. Coffee and
Beer and coffee.
and beer. I'm gonna be pissing fucking all night.
I haven't had beer in forever. It feels good. It's hot out. I like a cold beer when it's hot out. A nice Lone Star. You think Bud Light's gonna bounce back?
I saw a lot of Bud
There it
Light
is.
commercials.
There's a video.
I saw
There's a
Bud Light
photo.
commercials
That
during
girl-
football.
Look at this. This girl killed this with a bow. Look at the size of that fucking crocodile. Good Lord.
Is it like an angle thing?
An angle thing?
You know, sometimes things look bigger than they are just from.
No. Look at the fucking tail on her shoulder.
Where did she shoot? Like, where do you got to get this?
I think she was in
motherfucker?
Tanzania.
You got no, but like you got to get it in the neck or something. Where,
That's a good question. I think you have to get it at the base of the brain. Does it say? It says quartering away about 40 yards. Deep breath, calm down, buried my pin right where the center of his lungs should be. Got him through the lungs.
You know that
1,500 pounds.
albino alligators are worth a lot in the leather industry. Did you know that? I just found
Really?
that out. Yeah, because then you could dye it any color because it's albino and it's white.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you make the guys from Toehold, they get special white albino alligator to make alligator flip flops.
I wonder if they breed them. If they find like albinos and they try to breed them with other albinos. That makes sense because it's probably a recessive gene, right?
And could you breed them, or is it just like something that just pops up every now and then? It's
You
white?
could if you like shoved them all together. Like, fuck, you got to fuck somebody here. Go ahead. There's only like pale ones. I don't think they care. You know? Do you think there's racist crocodiles? I don't like whitey. I'm not fucking that white bitch.
Dude, how about those people that like I just saw a video of like this family like taking pictures next to an alligator, and one guy's like kind of holding it down, and the mother's coming. Oh,
God.
Have you seen that?
So you know it's something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, yeah,
God.
but the video, nothing bad happened.
They got lucky.
Oh no, it did snap, but you don't know what happened. The guy who had the camera, he just dropped it, and you didn't see what happened, but it did turn around and snap. Like, what are you doing, man?
Show that video where that 14-foot or 13.6-foot alligator has this woman in his mouth in Florida.
That was just a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, man. They just found this thing walking across the ground with a fucking lady in his mouth. They will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And when you're in Florida, they're everywhere. One of them killed a kid at Disney World.
Yeah.
I was at Disney World, and I go, how often do you guys get alligators here? The guy looks at me and goes, all the time. I go, can't you stop them? He goes, you don't know when they're there. They find their way into the lakes, and you don't know they're there.
It's crazy that they're allowed to. I mean, they're needed, right, to clean up the swamps and stuff in Florida. Like, they're needed, right? If there was,
Getting killed. They're getting killed by pythons. There's somewhere in the neighborhood of there it is.
Can you see it?
Um,
See blood.
I think they've already taken the lady's body. That's the lady. Her.
damn.
That, no disrespect, but that looks like the kind of lady that might get eaten by a crocodile or an alligator. Fuck, man, look at all the blood. Oh, that might actually be the alligator's blood. Who knows? They might have shot it already. Jesus. They identified her. There's one story about this dude. He stole a car, and cops are chasing him. He gets to a bridge, jumps off the bridge, lands on an alligator.
And that's it.
Drags him under. That's a wrap, son. And the cops are like, all right.
Fuck. In the wild, that's what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna get caught.
Well, the thing about Florida is it's not just the wild. Florida, it's fucking golf courses. They have giant ones. You ever seen those videos of giant ones
Yep.
walking across golf courses?
Yep. And every now and then a kid goes missing.
Mm-hmm. All the
Fucking
time.
scary, dude.
All the time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're everywhere. And you unless you're watching them 24/7, you don't know where they're
They're
going.
not in Southern California. I'll tell you that much.
they're not in Southern
You have alligators out here, or crocodiles?
They have alligators. They have alligators in South Texas.
Really? Like
Yeah.
in lakes and stuff?
Yeah, in
Ooh.
lakes. Yeah.
You know what I saw? I saw a video of a bunch of wild boars. Like there was 3 of them, and they had a bunch of babies, and they're just laying there on trash. They're like in some kind of landfill, and all these babies are just sucking on the the tits, for
Yeah.
milk, and they're just trash everywhere. And there's like 3 or 4 of them. It's like a swarm.
Oh, there's so many of them, man. There's millions of them in the state. Millions.
Wouldn't that? Wouldn't it make sense to they got to kill them, right?
They
got to?
definitely do,
They
but
gotta-
you can't keep up with them. They can start breeding when they're 6 months old.
But wouldn't it make sense to kill them for food and just have a bunch of food?
Oh, they definitely do that. My friend Jesse Griffiths, he runs this amazing restaurant in Austin called Dai Due, and he runs a school. What is it called? The Traditional School of Cookery? What is it called? Jesse's school. He runs a school where he teaches people how to hunt pigs, how to butcher them, and how to cook them, and he's a chef. So
Whoa, and
it's
these
like
are all wild boars.
wild boars. Yeah.
That seems like a pretty good
No-brainer.
business, right?
Great business.
Yeah,
And also very smart. The new school of traditional cookery. And Jesse, I had a chance to hunt with him in December of last year, and we went to South Texas, real close to Mexico, and he was cooking for us. So we're in camp hunting deer, and he would cook for us. So you have this like world-class chef who's cooking these amazing meals, from these animals that you cook and you kill out there. So he's cooking like ducks and deer, and it's amazing, and wild pigs, wild boars.
What does a wild boar taste like? Chicken?
No. It tastes like pork. It tastes like really good pork. It
Really?
actually is better than regular pork.
Yeah, you think that's the problem. That solves the problem, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's a darker meat. It's darker, 'cause they're just, they're so invasive. There's millions and millions of them in the state.
And just in Texas?
Just in Texas. It's actually crazy. Tim Kennedy gets in that military guy I was listening to.
Yeah.
Ex-Navy SEAL. Or no, sorry, he's a Green Beret. He gets in a helicopter and he just guns him down.
The boars or the alligators?
The boars.
Oh,
Because he lives in Texas. So he just hops in a helicopter and he just
that's crazy.
and just rips them apart, doesn't pick them up, nothing.
Well, they're dangerous too.
Yeah, well, I mean when they're dead, like he's like, you don't want that meat. Because Joe
Yeah.
Rogan's like, what about the meat? He's like, no, we don't eat that.
Why? Because he sees them as like rats.
Yeah, I get maybe because he didn't have an explanation. He's just like, no, it's gross. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, we don't eat that.
Weird.
He's like, what? He's like, this is Texas. We're gonna kill 1 million boars and we're gonna go eat steak. Are you
Yeah.
insane?
True. What? We were watching some like cooking show, some international one where
Yeah.
they were hunting boar. And it was like a
Oh.
local tribe. I can't remember what country it was though.
I don't know. We watch so much cooking stuff.
I know.
It's like you gotta hit a quota when you're married. You gotta watch a lot of cooking shows. At least in
That was your pick.
I know. That's what I mean. That's what I just said. We're married. And that was an interesting one because they're hunting and doing stuff. Oh, maybe that was in Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
Andy Bourdain.
I think it was with Sonny
Maybe.
because he was like getting tired chasing these
maybe.
guys around.
Maybe it was Sunny, but maybe it was Parts Unknown.
Something like that.
I like Parts Unknown. I like Andy Bourdain a lot. I keep his picture right here.
Yeah.
It's a picture with one of his last tweets on it. I can't show you guys, but it's about Hillary Clinton and her wrath and how he doesn't like dealing with her operatives. Anyway, that's for a different episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, alligator talk. Let's get into it.
Well, but they were showing too the girl who killed one with a bow. That's a crocodile. I think they said Tanzania.
Yeah, probably a crocodile.
Crocodiles are so scary. I'm so glad there's like none of them in North America
Yeah,
because they're like an alligator, but like all like beefed up.
but there were, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently there were at one point.
That's scary.
There were crocodiles and stuff like that.
Apparently there's like freshwater crocodiles too. I guess that probably makes me sound silly because I think they're like in the Nile, which is freshwater.
They're all over the place. They're in places, well, like you said about Disney, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
You wouldn't know.
true.
How crazy is that?
And Disney is so huge and there's so many like waterways through there because it's Florida. It's all swampy.
Yeah. I was reading my aunt, because my aunt's in Orlando. There's a lot there too.
Yeah.
Which I guess
Which is Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot. They deal with a lot of them, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
When I stayed at Disney as a kid, I think I was like, I don't know, 12.
Yeah.
And we stayed at one of the Disney resort hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And right in front of it is a big pond. And I just remember, even at that age, never having my back to the pond.
You knew?
Yeah.
Oh, who told you?
I don't know. My parents probably mentioned it, but also, like, when you're a kid, you think things are an unreasonable fear.
Yeah.
Like, you watch out for, like, quicksand and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're in Florida, you watch out for alligators.
I guess you'd have to tell your kids about that. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. I just refuse to keep my back to the pond, especially, like, at dusk and things when animals feed.
Yeah.
It would always freak me out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But what do we have about alligators? What did they say in that clip? He was just talking about the gators, the huge one.
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that there's so many in Disney.
Yeah.
I actually have something on that. How many they caught in Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's in one of the articles you sent me too.
Is it? Okay, maybe it was one of those. Read it to me. Let me know which one it is. I'll pull it up here.
Find it again. But it says the estimated population of alligators in Florida is over 1 million.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is insane.
That just goes without saying. Oh, here it is. There's a clip of it. Here, before we get into what you're gonna talk about, let's watch this video. How many were caught in Disney here?
Yeah, show me.
Years ago, an alligator attacked and killed a toddler who was visiting Walt Disney World. Since that horrific day, Disney and state officials have taken measures to reduce potentially dangerous wildlife encounters. That includes removing alligators from the resort.
News 6 investigator Mike DeForest is looking into the latest numbers. And Mike, Disney has continued to remove alligators during the pandemic.
Lisa, even when Walt Disney World's parks and hotels were shut down because of COVID-19, we discovered that trappers were capturing alligators in near record numbers. June 14th will mark a tragic milestone at Walt Disney World. In 2016, 2-year-old Lane Graves was building sandcastles on the beach at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort when an alligator lunged out of the lagoon and dragged him underwater. 5 years later, he and his family are still being remembered.
You assume it's safe, and I'm sure those people did too, and, you know, they lost their child.
Mike Norton recalls playing with his own child on that beach many years ago.
We'd been at that place, and our son was only about 7 or 8, and he walked out knee deep. We had no idea.
After Graves' death, Disney immediately began constructing fences around many bodies of water and put up signs warning of dangerous wildlife. The company also drastically increased its efforts to remove nuisanced alligators from the resort. News 6 has obtained records from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission detailing alligators legally captured at Walt Disney World. Between 2007 and 2015, trappers removed an average of 23 alligators each year from Disney property. In 2016, the year of the deadly attack, the number of captured alligators spiked to 83. The following year, 57. In 2018 and 2019, a little more than 30 alligators were caught. Then, in 2020, the number increased to 46. News 6 has learned that nearly half of the alligators captured last year were removed between mid-March and mid-July, when the COVID-19 pandemic forced Disney to close its doors and visitors were nowhere around.
All right, coming up.
A few reptiles caught under Florida's nuisance alligator program wind up in zoos.
Look at this nonsense. 200. They didn't say the exact number. 226 is how many they caught.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that? And the fact that it only went up dramatically as there was accidents. It's like one of those things. Like, you'd think, you know, I guess it becomes normal in a place like that, but you'd think they'd be like, we have to get all of them now. By the end of the month, we have to get all the alligators.
Yeah, it's not like they don't have enough money to employ more trappers.
Right.
And I feel like there's ton of like Florida people who would do that.
They're not even just Florida, like hunters, legit hunters who get approval for many tags, dozens and dozens of tags every year. So, I mean, and it's Disney. They have enough money to blow it up. And just start again. They really do.
True.
And they
probably make way more money doing that because it's like open up as an all new Disney World.
Right. I don't know. It's wild.
Interesting.
It's very wild.
Yeah.
Just
But
to
like when
think
they were
of.
saying some of those numbers, that's like once a week they remove an alligator. And those are the ones that they caught live.
Yeah.
Like they didn't say how many more are there that they just didn't catch. Those are just the ones that were removed.
They're not telling anybody that.
No.
We have 2,000 to go, folks.
Honestly, it could be.
Come on in. We'll find them.
Yeah,
We'll find
somewhere.
'em. We'll figure it out, guys. But what do you got on gators?
Well, there was you sent me like the largest gators that were found.
And also, there's a shoot on site for crocodiles because they've been popping up in the Everglades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're invasive.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be there.
Well, they'll just straight up.
They'll just
attack
wreck
you.
everything.
They'll attack you.
Yeah.
They'll just see you and come after.
And they're massive. They're like real muscly too. They're
Yeah.
scary looking.
Yeah, they're like they're dinosaurs.
Alligators are still like scary, but they're like skinnier.
Yeah.
Like more like a gecko.
Yeah.
You know, but like huge. But they have the same like body type and the legs remind me of that.
Yeah, right. It's weird.
Yeah, but the largest one ever found in Florida was found in 2010 in Lake
what
Washington.
article is this? Do I have it?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Okay, good. I'll pull it
Top
up.
10 largest alligators by length caught in Florida.
Oh, yes. I like this.
Yeah, so the first one was 14 feet and 3.5 inches.
This one? November
Yeah,
1st?
November 1st.
Jeez.
And you can see, I found the weights interesting on these two because this one's 654 pounds.
Wow.
Which is obviously massive, but some of the later ones like aren't as long, so they didn't top the list, but they're way heavier.
That's weird.
Right? So then if we scroll down, the next one is 14 feet and 1 inch.
And then
you can see the one after that is 800 pounds.
Wow.
At just a tiny bit shorter, 14 feet and 5/8 of an inch.
Why doesn't Florida just have something? Yeah, listen. PETA can be up in arms. Why don't we just have a straight up any animal that's just too many? Like if there's too many mountain lions, get rid of them.
Yeah, it's called a culling.
Snakes, get rid of them. If there's too many alligators, all of them. And it's not like a seasonal thing. It's just, this is all you do now. Is that what you do? You hunt alligators? Okay, well, do it every day.
Yeah.
We're going to pay you a stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it by tags. We're going to give you a large salary. We want them all gone. We need it all gone.
Yeah.
Do it with pythons. Do it with everything.
At least alligators are like supposed to be there. You know, like they're a native species.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're not supposed to be there. If whatever can eat a person is not supposed to be there. I'm pro-human beyond belief. I'm not pro-robot human. I'm not pro, dogs and cats. I'm pro-people. We're the most important thing.
Yeah.
Me. That's what I think. Us and babies.
Us and babies.
We're the most important
babies are people.
Right? There's no, you gotta go.
And the next picture on that article was the one I like gasped at because it took me a minute to figure out what it was.
This?
Yeah, it's a alligator fighting a snake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at that snake head.
Wow, you guys send this to Rogan.
It's crazy.
Rogan would definitely love this. But that happens so much in the Everglades.
Yeah.
So much. They have to fight. They're fighting it out right now. Pythons are obviously winning because they're finding a lot of pythons with alligators in them.
Yeah, because they can eat like smallish alligators.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll take one that's too big and they'll die.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that
so
too.
You see it in them.
That's crazy.
And then they got to pop it open and do what they got to do and all that stuff. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild
crazy.
out there. I love it.
And if you scroll down to number 6, look at the
6.
weight. Yeah.
The weight? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
The weight on number 6.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah. So this one wasn't even the considered the longest, but it's the heaviest on this list.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
That's remarkable.
Even the head length, 23 inches. That's 2 feet.
Yeah. Whew.
Ooh.
Can you imagine?
And most of it is teeth.
Wow.
Because their whole head opens up.
Holy. Can you imagine? And it's like Eddie Bravo, like in that clip, maybe a couple seconds before, Eddie Bravo was talking about like that happens to people. People are getting eaten in the wild. Like if you're in the wild, that's what's eventually gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just like eventually, like you live in the city, eventually you're gonna get into a fender bender. Like it happens to everybody.
Yeah,
like,
true.
You know?
Jeez.
It just happens.
Yeah.
What about this? What's the next one? Number 7, 870.
Yeah, still a monster.
700. Jeez. 830. Good God. 800.
Yeah.
What else? What else do we got on these guys?
On the alligators? Well, we
Yeah.
also have, do you want to go into kind of the funny Florida stories?
Oh, yes, please. This one? This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, these are all kind of weird stories from the news related to alligators.
Oh, beautiful. Let me know which one you're reading.
I just love seeing the people's faces too. They're so funny.
These two guys
Yeah.
first? These
Like,
two?
so these are just headlines. So it doesn't really give any context.
I love these two guys.
Florida man claims he broke into a house because alligators chased him.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I believe him. If I was a cop, I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, man.
And those aren't two guys. It's one guy. Same guy.
Oh, that's the same guy?
Yeah. It's his mugshot and then just like I guess something he posted.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so.
Well, he looks like he's on some stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say. Now when you say that, he's lying.
He's breaking into a house because he felt like it.
Yeah.
Because he wanted some money.
Yeah, he needed to get some. He needed to get some. Which is, yeah, I get
But
it.
I guess when in Florida, blame the alligators.
Yeah, right?
Might as well.
Very easy. Florida man claims he broke into house because alligators chased him. Jeez, read this story. What's this story about?
That's his name is Brian Berkeley.
Yeah.
Has been charged with 1 count of car burglary, grand theft, and 2 counts of criminal mischief. And upon being asked why he broke into a house, he told them he was thirsty after being chased by alligators.
Oh, okay.
Deputies apprehended him as he allegedly tried to break into a truck.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, right? I just love that he wasn't trying to escape them. It was just, I'm thirsty after being chased by them.
So I've been being chased by alligators all night here. You're not going to cut me some slack?
I just wanted some water.
It's like
maybe a little Mountain Dew.
It's like a kind Florida thing. Get in here, man. This gator's been chasing me all night. Me too. I just got back.
Oh my God.
They've been chasing me all day. All right, what's the next story?
Next one says Florida man arrested for reportedly tossing gator into Wendy's.
Wow.
And this one bugs me because the guy looks pretty normal. Like he looks like just like a college student.
That's a wild boy right there. You just can't tell. That's a wild boy. I've known guys that look like that.
It says he was arrested for throwing a live gator into a Wendy's drive-thru, like through the window.
Wow. That's, you know what? It's kind of smart. Like if you want to, because you can't be having guns and stuff like that. Like, especially if you don't have a license to carry or anything like that.
You just keep some spare gators in
You
your truck.
just go and you grab one from the forest, lake, pond, and next time you have a problem with somebody,
Yeah.
you just tape up its mouth. Somebody gives you an issue, you break that tape.
Oh my God.
It's like breaking the
Chuck it
seal.
through.
Breaking the seal on something. You just throw it in, drive off. That's amazing.
I read this article. It showed up on a different thing, and it said it was a 3-foot long one.
Really?
Yeah, but I imagine that's like from snout to end of the tail, and the tail's like half.
It's still a strong guy.
Yeah, they're very strong.
No, I mean him.
Yeah.
Strong enough to hold its mouth and throw it.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Into a drive-through window, which aren't even that big.
Unless he was like
whipping it.
threw it in like that.
I don't think you'd have enough clearance in a car, unless he wasn't in a car. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't own a car. He doesn't look like he does.
He got on his hood and was like, "It's the last time. This is the last time you're not giving me any mayo."
Yeah.
I get pissed off when they don't give me mayo too. What a wild boy. What was this guy's name?
It doesn't say.
Oh man. Of course. Man of mystery. Arrested, throwing a live gator in. I would love to know more about that story. I would love to hear an interview from somebody that had that happen.
And see what his issue was?
Yeah. What happened? Well, we told him that he can't have free drink. We told him.
Yeah.
For some reason, he wanted a free drink.
Not even free drink. His fries weren't hot enough.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's the next story?
Next guy. Look at his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was charged with
Guilty. I don't even have to hear it.
I know.
No, I'm kidding.
Tranquilizing and violating alligators.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never mind. Now I think more of him.
He's still guilty. Look at his face.
He violated it?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I can't say the word, but you know what I mean.
Wow.
It's on the screen.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing. What?
I don't even know how.
That's incredible.
Because pretty sure they have a cloaca, which is like where the eggs come out.
Yeah. Ooh, that's weird. Hey, what's the problem? What's the issue?
Look at his face.
What's the issue with
He's
this
so
guy?
crazy.
Like, I get it. It's not a good thing to do. But what's the issue?
Oh my gosh.
He can't just do that? I think that's weird.
No.
He should be able to just do that.
No.
Like I don't get it. He has to go to jail because he was doing that? I don't understand.
That's so crazy.
I don't know. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Right there, because they're a nuisance. They're a nuisance.
Doesn't mean you do that.
If he's doing that and he has them docile enough to get rid of them.
No, that's
why
crazy.
not?
There's something wrong with that guy. He should be put away for sure. That's not a normal thing people do.
Gators. I wonder why. I would see it. Again, another story I'd love to hear. I'd love to understand.
Right?
Like,
And
what
the
was
bottom it
happening.
says establishing dominance in the wrong ways.
Yeah. That's a dominant man.
Yeah.
You know? There's a UFC fighter. His name's Khabib Nurmagomedov or something like that. And when he was a kid, he used to wrestle bears.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. And that's
Nurmagomedov, like
yeah.
Russian.
And he's like a Muslim Russian person.
Okay.
One of those guys,
Like double badass.
like Kafkaz, Kazakhstan type people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mountainous people. So he used to wrestle bears.
Hmm.
This guy just does this to alligators. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're the kings of the jungle.
And the next one is Florida man caught feeding wild alligator resists arrest and says he's a good boy and he loves bagels.
What?
Yeah.
Who's a good boy? He's a good
The
boy?
alligator.
And he loves bagels.
Yeah. He was feeding him.
Alligator. Feeding wild alligator. Wait, who resisted arrest? The alligator or him?
No, the guy.
Oh, yeah?
For feeding the wild alligators. That's why he was being arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Again, what's going on? It's okay. These guys seem like they have tactics to pull in the gators, and they need to get rid of the gators. So why are they just work with these guys?
This reminds me of something like Ron Swanson would say from Parks and Rec.
He's a good boy and he loves gators. He's just petting an alligator.
Yeah, right? But it would be like barbecue or something.
Right?
Not bagels, only
What
meat.
was this? Name's Paul? Is that the same
Paul
article?
Fortin, yeah, is accused of resisting arrest and refusing a citation over an incident in which he illegally fed a wild alligator in a neighborhood pond at Daytona Beach.
Seems a little silly. There shouldn't be a discussion. It should just be, where's the alligator? It's over there. And then the officer just shoots it and says, all right, thanks. Thank you. That's it. You have to get rid of all of them. Like, however we got to do it. Why are we sitting here bickering over how this guy attracted it? Just get rid of it immediately.
Yeah, crazy guy.
Because once they do, like we're gonna get some Florida real estate, and once they get rid of the gators, it's all gonna shoot up.
True.
Dramatically.
Everybody will want to be there.
Dramatically. That's the only thing keeping a lot of people.
Really? Gators?
Yeah, of course. Because you don't know, and there's so many, and
I wouldn't want to have a pool in Florida because of that.
you wouldn't really want to have a garden or anything.
I guess, yeah, nowhere they can hide.
Yeah.
You'd want like a fortress, like on stilts.
Well, even still, they'll still figure it
They
out.
can climb stuff.
They're snakes, basically. All right, what's the next one?
Next one. Florida man eaten by alligator died of meth overdose. That's not really shocking.
Well, how?
Well,
I understand if he got eaten by an alligator.
I think he OD'd before, and then the alligator just ate him because he was there.
Can you imagine? Have you heard of the movie Coke Bear? There's like a
yes,
bear.
cocaine bear. Yeah,
it would be like meth gator.
True. Oh my god, that'd be a good sequel though.
Yeah, they had to put that thing down immediately.
Yeah,
immediately. 1 day to dispose of body. Jeez. What's the next story?
Florida man arrested for trying to get alligator drunk.
Again, what's the problem? Get it drunk, get it docile.
Oh my gosh.
Get it gone. You know?
And then after that, it's a 75-year-old Florida man rescued his daughter's dog from the jaws of an 8-foot alligator by kicking the reptile in the snout. That's not bad.
Good for him.
Yeah, right?
That's amazing. Rescued his
And I
dog.
wonder if that picture is real. Like, did he tape up the alligator's snout?
Maybe. I mean, that is what you do. Well, if he did that and got away, got the dog away, and got his daughter safe and everything.
Like, I doubt he would do that.
Well, it's when they come, they're gonna do that. Like when they come
True.
for the gator, because I assume you can call
remove
somebody.
it.
They'll tape up its mouth real good. You have to.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you're all good. They're basically like they can just scratch you.
There's a wiggly.
Actually, the big ones I saw. I should have got a video of this. I saw a big one knock a woman out.
Really? With its tail? Yeah.
They had it, and I think they just loaded it up onto like a pickup truck, the bed.
Oh, jeez.
And they didn't realize, and it just smacked the lady, and she just got knocked out.
Yeah, of course. It's all muscle.
Instantly.
That's crazy.
What's the next one?
Vacationers find alligator lounging on alligator pool float at their Miami Airbnb.
Huh.
That's not surprising. That's why I say no pools.
Yeah.
No pools in Florida.
That's wild. Yeah, they're just everywhere.
It found its kind.
Yeah, right? What else they got? Whoa.
Man shouts, F that alligator, jumps into lake and is killed by that alligator.
Whoa. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's terrible, because that's a good guy. Like, he's a fun time.
That's also like kind of a rude picture to use, because then it insinuates that he was drunk. He probably was.
Yeah.
But also, like, it's kind of nasty
to
say that.
How many pictures of them are there? It's like either that or maybe it's like a picture from grade school.
Yeah.
Like, I have to find a real picture.
That's probably like his Tinder picture.
That's a good. He looks like a fun time. You know, he's just screaming "F that gator!" Jumps in the pool.
Oh, jeez.
And then wrestles it.
And does not succeed.
Does not succeed, but you know, you gotta grab life by the gator.
And then we got Florida man charged with picking magic mushrooms while carrying an alligator.
Wow.
Look at him.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a man. That's my kind of guy. Mushrooms and alligators.
Yeah, he's just carrying it around.
While picking mushrooms, eh? That is a way to do it, right? Because they are worth something. They're illegal, I'm sure, in Florida, but they are worth quite a bit. So you'd want to have an alligator with you.
Yeah, protection.
In case somebody tried to rob you.
At least then you look crazy, so nobody will come close to you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's it for the Florida alligator stories.
What else was there? There was another thing. There was more videos. I'm going to try and see if I can find the videos I had.
Yeah, you sent me another thing that was like 15 things you didn't know about Florida alligators.
Yes, I did. Hold on, let me find this. Whoop. I'm trying to find some other stuff here. But yeah, go ahead. What is it?
Let me just find some interesting ones. An alligator will grow more than 2,000 teeth in its lifetime.
Really?
Apparently. They have 80 teeth in their mouth at a time, and they lose them quite frequently and just always grow them back.
Yeah, they're pretty resilient. Here's the video I wanted to show you. Okay? Get this. And now it's not even that surprising. It was surprising to me when I first saw it, but after you went through that whole list, now I'm not even like, it's kind of regular. But let's listen to it.
Team caught what could be the second heaviest alligator ever harvested in the state.
Look at this thing behind us. It's creeping me out. Okay, last Friday, they got an alligator that was 920 pounds. As West 2's Marlene Martinez tells us, they found it in a lake in Orlando.
This is the massive alligator that Kevin Brotz found in Central Florida. 920 pounds, 13 feet, 3 1/4 inches long.
I had fear like I never felt before, in all honesty.
Kevin runs FloridaGatorHunting.com and has been a guide and licensed charter captain for almost 20 years. But this was once in a lifetime.
I've lived here my whole life, and I think about gators, but I've never really experienced this.
Kevin had his 2 buddies with him.
Honestly, my first concern was safety, because we were in a smaller boat, and then you add a gator whose head is this big. All you have to do is turn. and we're in trouble. So immediately all I kept saying was, guys, we have to be smart. We have to play this safe. And I couldn't have been with better people.
When we saw this gator, it was way bigger than anything we've ever caught before.
It took the guys 4 hours to get the gator.
I laid down in the front of the boat and said, all right, I have to lay down until we get back because I thought I was going to die. That thing was huge.
Kevin says they found it in a lake in the Orlando area where people are.
But ultimately, if a beast of that size gets a hold of you, or God forbid a child, the odds are tough. And I don't ever feel good about killing an animal. But with that being said, I respect the harvest. These tags are allocated to balance the population. And out of control, we've all seen what happened at Disney. We've all seen what happened elsewhere. These are killing machines. They can, not that they want to, but it does happen. So we need to balance the population as well. So that's how we look at it.
In Orlando, Marley Martinez, WESH 2 News.
Look at that thing.
That's huge.
Look at it. But you already read off this 1,000-pound thing, so
Yeah.
I'm like,
well,
now
that sounds close to the top anyway.
Jesus.
900 something.
I like how nice he was about it. You know, we got to balance the population.
Yeah, well,
If
I'm
that
sure
was
he
me, I'd
gets
be
like,
this is what I do, and I'm doing it to all of them.
You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. For everybody who loves animals, come on down. Come on down. I'll take you on a run. Come and check them out.
Yeah, really.
See how much you like this thing. Crazy.
I'm sure all the people of Orlando or who live in that area are very thankful.
Could you imagine? Whew. Jeez. I remember
900-pound alligator is there.
I remember that coyote that I was seeing back when I was smoking weed. I would be driving around late night. That coyote had to be 150 pounds.
It was big.
It was very big. No, that's the one that you saw.
No, the pictures you sent me.
Did I take a picture of that one?
Yeah.
No.
I think so. You sent me some pictures.
Maybe. This one was huge. It looked like a wolf. And that's just a coyote.
Yeah.
Like, they hide. They're not really looking for people.
No, they run away.
You know?
For the most part.
A gator. Whew. Think about that. 4 or 5 times the poundage. You know, if that one was
more,
150.
yeah.
Whew. Good God. What else we got? What else we got? What was that article you were about to start reading?
15 things you didn't know about alligators.
All right, let's do that. Let's see that. You're already reading it. You can keep going.
Yeah, I'm just picking out the highlights.
The highlights?
Yeah.
There's highlights.
Apparently they're cannibals. They eat each other.
Yeah. You ever seen that?
No.
You ever seen I saw a video once of a bunch of gators. They were like trying to eat stuff, and one of them just clamped on to another one's arm and just spun around and ripped it off.
Jeez.
And the other one didn't even react.
Really?
Yeah.
They say they are like lizards.
He just ate it and just walked away. And the other one was just like, well, fuck.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah. They're lizards.
Ew.
They're not. They're like like God bless everybody who's like an animal activist, but those ones don't care about you.
No.
Those ones aren't thinking about you at all. And
Yeah.
they'll eat you.
I get when people say like, oh, like cows are like cute and they have personalities like dogs do, but alligators are not like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. Dogs, yeah, your neighbor's dog. When you get to coyote, when you get to wolf, they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, cow, you're thinking of a cow on a farm that's getting milked. You get to a bull with horns, it's not the same
True.
thing. It's different. You know?
Even like a wild bison, like people get killed by those every year.
And yeah, definitely. And there's no friendly version of an alligator.
No, that's true.
There's no friendly version of that.
There's no buddy of that.
No.
The alligator is the friendly version.
Yeah.
Of the crocodile.
True. It's as friendly as it gets. What are you reading here?
Apparently they eat fruit too.
Oh yeah?
I'm like near the bottom at like number 10.
Oh yeah. They eat fruit, you said.
Yeah, which I had no idea.
Huh.
Apparently they like citrus fruits and grapes if they can find them.
Why are you all the way down there? What about this?
Which one?
Some people refer to them as living fossils. No, come on.
See, that's been...
Oh, that's why you're looking for highlights.
Yeah, I'm looking for some interesting ones.
They aren't naturally aggressive towards humans. Yeah. Unless they're in a place where there's humans nearby.
That's why I skipped that one too. It sounded dumb.
Alligators are cannibals, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. It's estimated the population in Florida is around 1 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
And look at that, like, I don't know, alligator sanctuary farm, whatever it is.
Did I don't think I sent it to you because there's a certain grade of videos that you're going to send to your wife, you know? But there's this one where this guy is like in one of those.
Oh my God.
And he's like swinging. He's like poking at him and then he swings.
Why?
And you see him go up and then he just falls. And then
the video
cuts off.
ends?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then that show Curb Your Enthusiasm, the music goes dun, 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 dun,
oh
dun,
no.
like it's over. Yeah, something happened to that guy. How crazy is that?
Jeez, I wonder.
Oh, that guy, he got eaten.
We went to like an alligator sanctuary in Cuba when we were there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And there were so many, and they were all like crawling all over each other.
I was
and, like,
not interested
snapping.
in that place.
No, it freaked me out.
Especially, you know why? You know why I really wasn't interested in that place? You know, and it's not to be prejudiced. Listen, my grandparents are Cuban. My dad is Cuban, but it's because it was Cubans, and they didn't seem to care. They're like, it's fine. It's fine. They're too relaxed about it.
Yeah, and we
You
were
know what I
like
mean?
way in the back.
Yeah,
and people were like feeding it too.
Yeah, they're just way too relaxed, and they weren't acting like anything could happen with these things. They're just like, nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. And they were like walking across these little like bridges across them.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I'm not into this. I'm like, these guys aren't thinking clearly.
No,
they're
like too
this.
desensitized.
Yeah. You know when you're too used to it?
That's true. And also, like, I don't trust a sanctuary that also sells the meat.
Were they selling meat?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have bought some.
You can like buy an alligator and they butcher it for you at the
Oh, yeah?
sanctuary.
Well, that's cute. That's the magic of Cuba. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Crazy.
Much like humans, they love Disney World. Wow, that's such a what a horrible thing to say.
I was just gonna say that's rather classless.
Rather classless. They're shockingly in that.
And then they talk about that poor little boy.
Yeah, right.
Like, what an awful thing to say.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah, a terrible article for saying that.
The largest, over 1,000 pounds, largest alligator. So what are you looking at? What was the one that you were looking at?
Well, the next one, number 6, is they're shockingly adept at climbing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was another one.
Apparently they can like climb fences and stuff. And there was a video of a massive alligator scaling a fence into a Navy base.
Wow.
That's what it said.
That's amazing.
Yeah, right?
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
He's meeting our version of alligators.
Yeah.
The human version of alligators.
Yeah.
They were just like, okay, there he is. Can I blow him up? Make him eat a grenade.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then there's a different kind. There's a Chinese alligator, a different species. There's only 2 species in the world. And the Chinese one is almost extinct.
Well, this right here, I like this one. Their closest relatives are chickens.
Yeah.
So there is a friendly version of alligators.
Yeah, it's a chicken.
It's chickens. There you
a
go.
chicken named Hennifer.
I'm gonna have a bunch of chickens. You okay with that?
I like chickens.
We're gonna get a coop.
I want to name them.
You can name the ones that we're not gonna eat, and we'll decide that as they get big.
Okay. We'll name the ones that are good at making eggs.
Yeah, exactly. They have a large range. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
What else do we got on gators?
I think that was it.
That was it?
Yep.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Well,
gators are one of those like primal fears that everybody has, except some Floridians apparently.
Yeah, no, you get used to it.
And Cubans.
You get used to it. You have to get used to it eventually if you're around it all the time. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really weird. But I wanted to, if we're going to close the episode, I wanted this guy's face on there.
Crazy.
Oh, thank you for doing this episode with me, honey.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, this is a more relaxed one. I just wanted to relax this episode.
Yeah.
You know, the world's getting dark. You know, the government's reaching out to social media platforms to have them, demonetize people. It's just incredible what's going on in the world today. So I just wanted to chill out today and just talk about terrifying
alligators.
Beasts.
Yeah. Some dinosaurs wandering around.
Other terrifying beasts. But yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, if you haven't liked the episode already, like the episode. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. We're making 1 to 3 videos a day. It gets hard to keep up if you don't hit the notification bell, so do that as well. Trust me, you will not be sorry. And other than that, we are out.
Bye.